Hello and welcome to Arteagan Flight 001. This is your captain speaking. If you are traveling through another dimension, you are in the right seat. A dimension not only of sight and sound and mind, but a journey into a wondrous new vibratory frequency. We'd now like to tell you about some important safety features of this aircraft. The most important safety feature we have aboard this aircraft is your attention. Please buckle up, everyone. It is going to be a thrilling ride.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's Psychic Astrology, covering Monday, March 29th to Monday, April 5th, 2021. I am your Madam President of the Arteagan, Natalie, spelled Natalee. Welcome to another beautiful week of life. It really, really is. I know that we are coming off of this Libra full moon happening Sunday, March 28th. It's opposing Chiron in Aries, which always means tears, which always means something painful, cringy, awkward, vulnerable. I'm here to help you get through it every step of the way. I believe in you, even if no one else in your life does. And I want you to believe in yourself as well. Whatever it is, you can handle it. Whatever it is, you will get through it. And whatever it is, you will come out the other end of it wiser and more informed. The way to get through this is through self-knowledge. So if you just cover that, if you just put your energy there, you will be okay, no matter what. Okay, let's start. Monday, the 29th, we have the moon in Libra trining Jupiter in Aquarius, perfecting. We have Mercury conjuncting Neptune in Pisces, perfecting. We have Venus in Aries applying in her sextile to Saturn in Aquarius. Honestly, my loves, the moon will go void later in the evening. This, channeling into this energy for Monday, I got two things. I got stay on the page. I heard that. And I'm getting a lot of inspiration. You can feel very inspired. Something you see, something you visually see. It could be anything from a painting or a photograph or even like the scene if you're walking to the bus stop or if you're out and about or if you're browsing the net and you just see a life happening right before your eyes in a very special way. You see a genuine moment with a little toddler or something, or someone that doesn't know that you're watching them, and they're just alive. They're in their element, or they're channeling something really, really beautiful. I really feel like it's when people love to watch ice skating or dancers or performers, and they're channeling and they're lost and they're swept in this energy, and you just we're mesmerized watching these performers or these athletes or these, when they're just in the height of it. So there's something very inspiring on Monday, and I'm getting fantasy fuels fact. Now, let's not be irresponsible with that, but this is very much that our beliefs become fact. And what I mean by this is what you believe and what you imagine, what you are energizing with your focus, with the focus of your attention, that becomes your personal reality. So be careful here, because on Monday you can be swept up in something beautiful, as I just described, or people can be swept up in something detrimental, something negative, something that takes your energy and just, takes your energy out of yourself and out of your life and just like gets lost in something else. So stay on the page. Thank you. She's bringing me back to stay on the page. So whatever it is, like there could be something happening in the world. There could probably will be many things happening in the world, but you are in control of your environment. You're in control of your personal body. And so focus your attitude and focus your attention, focus on staying inspired, because there's going to be something available to you, and I just don't want you to miss it. There's one big thing this week. There's a couple big things. There's the thing that I'm feeling psychically the most is this T-square, this fixed sign T-square happening on Tuesday the 30th. And the psychic channeling I got is for Tuesday and Wednesday. There's something going on like the very end of the month, Tuesday and Wednesday. We're going to play a game, and you guys are going to guess and comment below, because this download that came through, it's very, very specific. I had to look it up and I wrote it down just to make sure that I got it perfect. It came with such a strong emotion. It's so true. It's so honest. It's so real. So I want you to write it down. I want you to keep it in your wallet, in your pocket, write it on your hand, something, because this is a truth that's going to just ground you when you are starting to feel ungrounded or threatened or insecure or unsure. Okay, this is going to cover Tuesday and Wednesday. First, the astrology. Tuesday is the fixed sign T-square. The moon is in Scorpio, opposing Uranus and Taurus, squaring Saturn in Aquarius. Venus is perfecting in her sextile to Saturn. Wednesday, the Scorpio moon will trine Mercury in Pisces and square Jupiter in Aquarius. Here is it's a movie quote, of course. This is it. So comment below the movie and the character that said it. Are you ready? Okay. Don't you want to take a leap of faith or become an old man filled with regret, waiting to die alone? It's the truth. Comment below the movie and the character, because these words are dominating Tuesday and Wednesday for you, and the decisions that you make and what's challenging these decisions are all going to come down to if you're going to take this leap of faith or become an old man filled with regret, waiting to die alone. One of my favorite movies of all time. I made a video. I'm not going to give it away, but it's one of my favorite movies of all time. That came through with so much emotion. It's so strong. So you will be feeling that on Tuesday and on Wednesday. There's going to be pressure. But here's the thing. With Venus and Saturn, there's something also forming. So it's going to be difficult. It's going to be Tuesday, Wednesday. It's like this pressure that pops. It finally pops. And the message is innovate or get left behind. And the minute I finished writing that down, the quote came in. I heard that voice. And I felt like this whole thing. So innovate or be left behind. Innovate your own life. There's something in your own life that's like, it can't stay the same. It can't. Thursday, April 1st. God. So, happy April Fools. We have Mercury in Pisces, sextiling Pluto in Capricorn. There's a lot of the moon stuff going on. So on Wednesday, the Scorpio moon will go void later in the day till the end of the day. So Thursday, pretty early in the morning, the moon will ingress into Sagittarius. The moon in Sagittarius will eventually conjunct the South Node, trine Aries, Venus in Aries, sextile Saturn in Aquarius, and oppose Mars in Gemini. All the while, the Sun in Aries will trine this moon in Sagittarius. I'm picking up two things psychically with this. One is a psychic connection that you have to someone. You could feel very psychically connected, like you have an almost telepathic connection with them. And the other thing that I'm getting is that saying goodbye will be hard. You won't want to say goodbye. But if this is part of another channeling I got for you, this says that if you are separating from a masculine, or maybe even like a toxic masculine, like someone channeling toxic masculinity instead of divine masculinity, This is just temporary. This is a temporal situation, and they just won't understand what you're doing or why you're. She's giving me. This is like Brokeback Mountain, where like someone doesn't want. What was it? It was something like Mel Gibson didn't want Heath Ledger to do that role, said it was going to ruin his career, and then he went and did it and it was really awesome. Something like that. It's something like that where the masculine, they're older, and they're from, I'm hearing like another generation, it's another time, it was for another time, and they just don't get it. This could be a very real generational thing. This could be, wow, she's saying no. Wow, she's saying that you're making an excuse for this person, saying that it's a generational thing, but it's not. It's a perspective thing. There's something that someone else in your life doesn't understand about you or what you're doing or why you're doing something. And I'm here to say that you're only saying goodbye like for right now. This isn't going to be a forever thing. They're going to come around. Whether this is your father or your brother or, you know, some other masculine dominant person in your life. If you're breaking up with someone, you're going to come back together again, but not right now. And then there's this other part of your life where you have a very strong telepathic psychic connection, and you're very supported here. You're very well supported in that, and that could even be you to source or you to your own higher self. But whatever it is, it's giving you power. It's giving you confidence. It's giving you strength. Friday the 2nd. The moon's going to be in Sagittarius all day, making a sextile to Jupiter in Aquarius and then squaring that Mercury in Pisces. Okay, this is right before Mercury enters Aries on Saturday the 3rd. So Friday, clock out. What I got for you is clock out early, and for those of you who have, you know, significant others, go and have a great romp. You're just going to want to have fun. You're just going to want to just like, you're going to want to just go play and and you're going to, once you leave this thing behind, this Libra full moon, once you let go and once you allow yourself to take that leap of faith, to jump into something new, to give that gift to yourself, you're going to want to get started. What does Billy Crystal say? When you realize you want to spend the rest of your life with someone, you want the rest of your life to begin as soon as possible. I know I don't do a good Billy Crystal, I'm sorry. Honestly, he should host the Oscars every single year. Like, why isn't that like a thing? Sorry. So on Saturday the 3rd, the moon will be void of course. Oh, just a few hours in the very early morning. No biggie. Mercury will ingress into Aries and form a mutual reception with Mars in Gemini. Okay, this can be like kind of, it can be a little combative. It could definitely, however, what I'm getting psychically with this is, first of all, mental confidence. And I'm getting sexy, smart, new people. And for some of you, you're going to be the sexy, smart, new person in somebody else's life. And I'm getting swagger. There's something sexy about this energy. There's something very sexy about this. Like very, very... Confidence is sexy. Confidence is sexy. It has nothing to do with like masculine, feminine, whatever. It's just who you are. Confidence in who you are and what you like, what you do, how you do it. Enjoying your own life, enjoying your own body, enjoying your own hobbies, enjoying your own choices. Having confidence that you are making great choices for your life and enjoying the fruits of those choices and the results of those decisions. That's sexy. There's something like that. There's, with this Mercury ingress into Aries, that's really what I'm getting, like a sexy swagger. where this Libra full moon is shining a light on that Aries point where it's like you're feeling vulnerable, insecure, and it's that elephant man part of you that you just want to kiss so bad. And once this pressure pops, in the middle of the week, once this pressure pops, by Saturday, Sunday, Monday, you're really like, some of you will be really hit the ground running, where you really have more of your energy out of what was holding you back. And it's sexy. That swagger is like, sexy. That's what I'm getting for Saturday. And then Sunday, we have the waning, losing in light quarter moon in Capricorn. And this is the crisis in consciousness. This is where you have to make a mental adjustment, where you have to pivot and switch gears mentally in your psyche, psychologically. And the moon will also conjunct Pluto in Capricorn. So what I'm getting psychically is this. You're going to be able to alchemize internal resistance. And I say alchemize. I started saying alchemize a couple years ago because I was just tired of hearing transform. The word transform, like I just got over it. So that's what I mean when I say alchemize, is you're transforming. You're alchemizing internal resistance into powerful wisdom. Know thyself. The key to unlocking this particular full moon is knowing yourself. You're getting your feet under you. You're getting confidence in letting go. And this is why I feel like you're sort of like, you're not even half out and half into the next thing. You're like, some of you can be 3/4 mentally or energetically into the new thing and 25% into the old thing energetically. Because everything's going to happen in the 5D. It's going to happen in the imagination, in the visualization, in the fantasy before it happens in the 3D, in the concrete. That's why you want to do your affirmations. That's why you want to generate the feeling. Think from, not of. You want to generate the feeling of being in that new energy. And one of the things that I want to emphasize about this full moon, again, because we're starting the week in this full moon energy, the moon's literally still going to be in Libra. So one thing for me personally, because like with the affirmations, that's like if you have, you want to buy your first house, you write it down in the present tense. I am so grateful. I am so happy and excited that I'm sitting in my new house, all paid for. You just keep going. You say that every day and you just generate that emotion. The focus directs the energy, and the images that you build in your mind are real. They exist. They already exist. If you have a dream, if you have an ambition, if you have a fantasy, it already exists in some timeline, in some reality where you made different choices or where you do different things. So I'll share with you my vision, my beautiful vision. You guys have heard me talk about this before. Parisian Farm Girl on YouTube. She is just, talk about Venus in Aries and opposing the full moon in Libra. She is this wonderful, she's this woman. She runs her homestead in Wisconsin. She's got farm animals. She makes cheese and she milks her cows. She's got 6 kids and a husband. She homeschools all of her children. She runs her online business from home. She cooks all those meals every day from her garden and her farm and all that stuff all day, every day. They're all on these really great vitamins. She wakes up really early at 5 a.m. and she works out and she wears makeup. She always has a beautiful red lip. She's always like well put together. Her kids are well put together. Like that, to me, that's my vision board. That's what I see, and I'm like, oh my God, that is so fulfilling. I want that. I want a full, big life where it's just, there's so much love and there's so much to do, and there's so much, and here's the thing. I'm not going to add my voice to this conversation about like having it all and gender roles. I'm not part of any of that. Spirituality is above all of the politics, above all that. What I will say is you can have a big, full life like that. It's a lot of hard work. And what makes the difference is your attitude. Your attitude regarding all of the hard work that goes into a big, full, wonderful life. Because Parisian Farm Girl always has this attitude, this perspective where she wants to inspire her, and she puts up YouTube videos, and she runs her social media, her Instagram and her YouTube, and she just started a podcast. I don't podcast, but if I did, I would subscribe to hers. So like she says stuff where she's like, I hope this inspires you to just like get the most out of your life and like really, and I love that. Like I just love that she's like that. And so this isn't a commentary on feminism. This isn't a commentary on womanhood. You don't need to bake bread every day and bake and cook all your meals you can order out all day every day and still be a good woman, still be a good mom. That's not what defines womanhood. It's not what defines momhood or wifehood. It's not like that. How long has that hair been there? So that's what, for me, I would love that big, full, okay, be careful of the comparison. I'm not doing this to compare my life to that. I'm saying that the visions that you're creating in your mind can still exist. They exist because you're feeling it. And whenever I'm watching her videos, I feel that love that she has for her family, and it's just beautiful. It's beautiful, the love that she has for her own life. That's what I love. And so, I lead a very fulfilling life. Like I love that I have all of my time for myself and for my service and for, I get to rule my day. I mean, that's such a freedom that I'm so grateful for, and that I can be of service in the way that I am and be appreciated for the weird gift that I have. So there's going to be a moment in the middle of the week where there's that T-square activation with the Scorpio moon opposing Uranus and Taurus. That right there is enough to sort of shock you out of a complacency, enough to shock you out of something. They're both squaring Saturn and Aquarius. This is something you're doing differently. You're doing this differently. And the pressure's on to do it differently. Sorry for the start and stop. There were people talking outside. I want you to love your life as it is right now. I want you to love where you are right now. So using myself as an example, I'm not depressed that I'm not Parisian farm girl level living life where she's got all of these wonderful responsibilities and enjoying the fruits of like answering the call of those responsibilities. I enjoy my abstinence. I was going to say absence, like absent. I'm enjoying my life every moment of every day. I love being of service to you guys. I love taking really great care of myself. And I trust. That's another thing is with your manifestations, you guys, you want to detach from the outcome. You want to have these visualizations and these fantasies, do your very, very best, and then detach and let go. Let go of the how and let go of the when. That's it. That's it. Even if it never happens for me, I will still be so happy and so fulfilled because there's still so much love in my life, and there's so much love for my life. It's really important, this attitude that I want to stress, that check out her channel, Parisian Farm Girl. She has such a wonderful attitude. I would never want to have my children look at me and see me resenting every moment of my own life and all of my responsibilities to them. I would never want them to see me having to like push and push and push through my days and just like hate every moment of it. I would never want my husband to look over at me and see that I just like hate our life together. I would never want that. So you guys, there's something in the middle of this week. It's going to be a challenge to doing something new in a different way. I just want you to love your days, love your lives, love every part of it. When I had, before Gia passed, I was doing my Instagram stories every day, compiling them into a video, like a few minutes, and putting them on my website as my little mini series called A Psychic Life. And I'll bring it back. I really will eventually. But what it is basically is I would love the vision I have for my life. So there's Parisian Farm Girl. I have that vision that that's like a lifetime goal. I have my rest of my lifetime for that. So I'm giving myself the rest of my life to fall in love or whatever it is. And my vision for myself is to be the spiritual Martha Stewart Julia Child. And I want to bring psychism and psychic ability and the high priestess energy to everyone in everyone's home and everyone's life, so that it is so much more normalized, so that people don't just have more love for their lives and more love for their responsibilities, but more help for their lifestyles, and to incorporate magic into their lives. Because when you're, I don't want to say when you're at my level, but when you're as spiritually mature as I am and you have your abilities developed to the level that I'm at, you live a magical existence where there are synchronicities all day, every day, and you trust, and there's no stress and anxiety. No matter what astrology is happening, no matter what's going on in the stars, no matter what's happening in the sky, you have your own ET phone home. You have your own, I don't know what I'm doing. You have your own like red telephone to the cosmos. And so you use it. And I want everyone to be able to do that for their families, their loved ones, their own lives, whether they choose to have children or not, whether they choose to get married or not. So really, 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 you guys, there's something coming up in the middle of this week. It's going to be hard and crunchy. And I just don't want you to back down at the last minute. I don't want you to back away from your future because you're getting pressure, because it's hard. Everything's hard. Everything in life is hard. Choose your hard. Parisian Farm Girl wakes up at like 5 a.m. every morning, and like everything's hard. Everything is hard. So what's worth it? Choose your hard. It's hard to stay the same. It's hard to stay in the same bad situation. It's hard to grow. It's hard to grow out of a situation. So what's worth it? Okay. That was a lot. I hope I inspired you. I hope I gave you some confidence. And you know, Parisian Farm Girl is I'm not going to tag her because I feel like I'm not on brand with her, because she's got like I'm sure she doesn't want like a psychic tarot reader, astrologer like coming in on her like thing. But like, if you check out her channel, she's freaking awesome and beautiful and amazing. I think she's so wonderful. I love her to pieces. That's like my vision. That's my like fantasy. It doesn't have to be the same as yours. You can pick something totally. You could be some like, hippie living in a Parisian attic, living the bohemian life and just spending all your money on fancy clothes and never owning property, never having big responsibilities. And cool, that's okay. So I hope I haven't like triggered anyone or anything like that. It's never my intention. My intention is always to inspire you and to fill you with confidence. So I hope that by sharing some of my special dreams and wishes that it inspires you to dream for yourself. That whatever it all means to you, that you can have it with hard work, trust in the cosmos, and a wonderful attitude. Because it's your life. I want you to love it. I want you to live it. I want you to make the most of it. Okay? I feel like this was such a good little chit chat. I love you guys. Take really good care. Have a beautiful, lovely week. Remember that there's going to be something crunchy in the middle of the week, but by Sunday, you really will have the benefit of that wisdom. You really will have the benefit of that wisdom come Sunday, and that will be the last adjustment, and it'll be an internal adjustment. It'll be after you have already made a physical adjustment in your life. You've already made a big decision. You've already committed to a new course of action or a new thing. You've already innovated so that you're not left behind of your own life. And so next week we'll still be wrapping up some things. And then on April 11th, on Sunday, just 2 weeks from now, that's a huge new beginning. That's a big one. I will be so happy for all of us for this Aries new moon. So look forward to putting the past really in the past, putting it really behind you, getting your closure, and doing what you've got to do, making the decisions you've got to make to really set you up for a very powerful, swagger-filled new beginning come April 11th. And just remember, write this down and comment below. When you are confronted, ask yourself, don't you want to take a leap of faith or become an old man filled with regret, waiting to die alone? I love you. Until next week, many beautiful blessings upon all of your beautiful heads, darlings.